I suppose you can lay down and we're just going to let the divine decide how quiet this one's going to be. So here we go.
Okay, and if he
Okay.
starts talking,
I may need
it's
to
fine.
take
There's
a break
always
and go
other
grab his
days.
bottle
There's
real
no
quick. I have a
worry.
little bit
Yeah,
of milk here, but
yeah. But
okay, good.
babies.
Good.
I love
I
them,
remember
so no
actually our
worries.
last session was a lot
Okay,
about baby
so
souls. Do you remember that? Yes. Yeah.
yeah, rescue,
Yeah.
saving them. Yes, and
Yeah, I
you were part of
remember.
that,
I think, wasn't I one that you saved or
if I
something?
remember right. Or
I can't remember.
maybe,
I
yeah. I'd
know.
have to go back and
Yeah.
listen
All
to
right.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Continue
So, okay,
to be
Kate,
super
let's do
calm.
this.
Oh,
So
yep.
cute. All right, just
Yep.
let me know if you can
Go ahead
see
and just
me.
relax and take some deep
Okay.
breaths and just kind of set the intention to let go of anything that's no longer serving you.
I need to grab my crystal.
Take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing in pure source energy, healing and protective. Breathing out anything that's no longer serving you. Just releasing and letting go. And I want you to remember that this entire session has been facilitated by you, by your higher self, by my higher self, to bring you the energy, the healing, the information that you need to know today at this point in your journey, keeping in mind that even things that seem to be negative or not helpful, like being disrupted or having the connection drop, it's all being brought into our awareness for a divine reason. So if our connection happens to drop, we'll just come back into the live as soon as we can and we'll continue. No fuss and no stress. Continuing to take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. In and out. Today, we're calling in pure source energy, galactic beings, ancestors, and soul family that are of pure intention and beautiful healing source energy, knowing that we're both divinely protected as we move through the session today, asking our protector guides, both light and dark, to provide a boundary, protection, and shielding as we move into your healing space in the quantum. Sending our gratitude to our teams in advance for providing that protection, shielding us in that way. And I want you, as you continue breathing, to imagine your heart breathing that air in, moving that air all around your body, allowing that beautiful divine protection energy to enter every cell in your body, your entire energy body, bringing healing, peace, and relaxation. Breathing in, bringing that air in, moving it throughout your whole body with your heart. Protection, healing, and love enveloping your entire beingness. Your heart is the center for everything that you are. Love, healing and peace all start in your heart. As your heart moves that air throughout your body, it's moving love, healing, and peace throughout your entire beingness. The healing has already started. Your channel is now open. Breathing in and out in your heart, your entire being. Breathing in and out. Beautiful, healing, and loving. Today, you've set the intention to address any conflicts in your journey, whatever the divine would like you to know about that issue. You're open to receiving it with love and gratitude today. Is that right? Perfect.
Yes.
As you process the information in our session today, you'll probably do it by knowing it, seeing it, and feeling it. Other avenues may open up as well. You can be open to those possibilities. But just know that the way that it comes through is exactly the way that it's meant to present for you in your journey today. This information is ever present. It's always available. Sometimes we convince ourselves that it isn't there. We say, I don't see anything. I don't hear anything. I guess it isn't working. But that information is there. It wants to connect with you, and you want to connect with it. Isn't that right? Perfect. If you find yourself wanting to say that you can't see or hear or otherwise perceive the information today, I want you to just take a minute, pause, relax, think about all of the beautiful energy that you created while you prepared for this session, listening to thunder, watching lightning during a storm, smell of fresh rain, the feel of a soft pillow, laying on grass and watching the stars. Those experiences are not merely thoughts. They're not just imagination. You used your connection to all of those beautiful experiences to create a space in the quantum field that is uniquely yours. It encompasses the energy of balance, light and dark, feminine and masculine, yin and yang, earth and space. I'll ask for permission before speaking with your higher self. And sometimes your conscious mind is still somewhat present. It can feel a little bit awkward or silly to say yes, but even if you feel that way, just know that saying yes is an important way to move on to the next part of the session. It's essentially setting your intention, allowing your higher self to fully step forward. Every bit of energy that you need in order to heal, in order to gain understanding today, you've already called in to assist you. It all exists within the beautiful, comfortable, safe space that you created for this session today. It's your personal healing space in the quantum, and you're in it right now, aren't you?
Yes.
How does it feel to be in your own healing space?
Light.
Yeah. Good.
Comfortable.
I want you to remember that with each transition through your senses, through the different elements, you're going to fall deeper and deeper into your relaxed state. as we progress through experiences of vision, hearing, and taste, earth, wind, and fire, your conscious mind will relax more and more until it's slowly stepped back entirely, and your higher self is fully stepped forward. Each transition brings you closer and closer, being in the perfect altered state of consciousness for that higher self energy to step forward. We're going to talk for just a minute now about those 3 sigils that you picked out for love, healing, and peace. Love is earth and Jesus. Healing is trees and the feeling of the sun on your face. And higher self energy is sacred geometry, goddess energy. Are all of those right?
Yeah.
During our session today, I want you to carry a box or a bag or a purse with you on your journey. When we start off, it's probably empty. There might be something in there, but it's likely empty. And as we progress through the different stages of the session, the energy of your higher self, of love and healing will start to appear in that box or that bag. I'll have you check it once or twice to see if any of those energies are present. And when I do that, you can look in it, you can feel into it, you can just know whether or not those energies are present for you. What does your box or your bag look like? Can you describe it for me?
It's a wool bag that
Okay.
hangs off my
An
shoulder.
off-the-shoulder wool bag. Perfect. Just going to keep that in mind as we move through the session, and I'll ask you about it again a little bit later. And now you can just follow my voice. I need to step away for a minute to handle the baby things. I'll let you know, and you'll just hang out in that relaxed state with your guides and your higher self while I tend to baby. I want you to think about visuals that you wrote down on your intake form, thinking about trees and forests, babies. Funny enough, the baby energy that I'm holding on to, sunshine, and even dragons. Just thinking about how peaceful it makes you looking at those different beautiful sources of energy, connecting to all of them now. And then moving on to sound, thinking about how much you enjoy listening to the wind blow through trees, birds chirping, listening to thunderstorms. Just so peaceful, so beautiful and relaxing. Allowing any messages, any healing that those elements and that those energies have, just allowing it in. And now, moving on to scent. I want you to imagine the smell of fresh rain, the smell of fresh, clean laundry, even the smell of horse manure. I happen to love that smell too. Just thinking about how relaxing those things are, how cozy, how peaceful it feels to smell those things. Taking it all in. And now moving on to taste. A glass of good wine, Jamocha almond fudge ice cream, and peanut butter. Smooth and creamy, so comforting. Sometimes we eat to nourish our bodies. Sometimes we eat to nourish our souls. Thinking about the peace and the nourishment that those foods bring to your soul. And then moving on to the sensation of feeling. I want you to think about how peaceful and cozy it is to lay on a soft pillow. What it feels like to lay in the grass. Even getting a hug. Comforting, peaceful hug from someone you love. Just relaxing into those experiences. Receiving those energies. Now I want you to get into that wool bag that you've been carrying. You can imagine opening it and looking in it. You can just feel into it or know what's in that bag so far. I want you to tell me if either love, healing, or peace is present in that bag yet. Good.
Healing.
I love that healing. Go ahead.
And oddly,
a lizard.
A lizard?
We'll have to ask about the meaning of that a little bit later. So a lizard and some healing. Perfect. I'm sure that the energy of your higher self will show up shortly. For your higher self is already present, even if not in that bag. So that's perfect. Thank you. Now we'll move on to the earth energies. I want you to picture yourself outside. I want you to think about laying in the grass, watching the stars. Remember what it was like to climb a tree as a kid. Just so carefree, not a worry in the world, allowing your inner child to climb without fear of injury, without fear of reprimand. Climbing up the largest, most fantastical tree you can ever imagine. Like that large Divine Mother Energy tree of life from Avatar. Just climbing up it, climbing and climbing, getting into an entirely new dimension when you get to the top. Allowing your inner child to have so much fun. Not a care, not a worry. And then picture yourself watching a campfire, sitting around a nice warm fire at night, watching the flames dance, listening to it pop and crackle, just enjoying it. Sitting with family and friends and roasting marshmallows, feeling lots of gratitude for the element of fire. And then you can picture yourself still outside, but at a river, drinking water, the best, most pure, delicious water you've ever had. Drinking water from the river or from a lake, fishing with your family, loved ones, fishing, drinking, swimming in it, just really enjoying, and again, having that gratitude for the element of water. And then looking up in the sky, noticing all of the clouds, just staring at them. Seeing if you can make out shapes. Watching them move slowly in the breeze. Focusing on a particularly large, fluffy cloud. I want you to picture that cloud in your mind. And as you're watching it, it starts to move closer and closer. And you notice that it's coming out of the background of the sky, coming down to where you're standing. And you feel called to step onto it, get up onto that cloud. And you feel so comfortable, so cozy, so safe on that cloud. You're going to sit back on it, and just like magic, it's going to move you up and away, moving through all of space and time. And you realize as you're moving that this cloud has been sent by your higher self. And it's going to take you to the most important day, the most important thing for you to see in this moment. This cloud is going to take you there now. You're just drifting through all of space and time, slow and cozy and comfortable, just like a fairy tale. Princess on a cloud moving through the sky. And as you get closer and closer to this important day, you see the ground coming into focus. You look around on the surface and see what it is that's going on down there. And as you get closer, you're drifting gently, just like a leaf, towards the surface. You find yourself getting off of the cloud, looking around this new space that you're in on this important day where your higher self has brought you. And I want you to tell me what it is that you see or notice or that you just know in this new space that you're in. What do you see?
Sand.
Yeah.
My kids. It's peaceful. Because there's a lot of light. And they're glowing.
Yeah. How many kids are there?
4.
Yeah. How old do they look? Yeah.
20s. 2 are younger.
Are these your kids?
Yes, but there's a whole crowd behind them.
Who's in the crowd?
Just young faces or young energies.
What are those 4 kids doing?
They want to
come with you? Yeah. What do you think about that? Yeah.
Makes me emotional.
What emotions are you feeling?
Because I know I can't take them with me.
Why can't you take them?
because they have their own way of going with the light. They're part of it.
Are they going to be leaving with the light soon?
No, they have a different light that they have to heal others.
Yeah. Is that a more difficult path that they've chosen? Yeah.
One of them.
Tell me about that difficult path.
Just discovering.
Yeah.
Self-discovery.
Is there any type of help or assistance that you can provide without having to take them off of their chosen path? And what would that be?
My orb.
Tell me more about that. Mm-hmm.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
Very tiny. But you could fit so many energies into it. And every time I touch, healing starts. But their energy has to be a part of it.
Do you only have one orb to give, or can you make infinite orbs to give to whoever you want to give your energy to?
One orb is like infinite orbs. I don't even, it's like a cloud of energy. It's not perfectly shaped like an orb. And the thought goes into it, where you want it to go. And it remains with me at all times.
Is that something that you want to give to the kids that are there with you right now before you leave?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it, or go ahead.
It's like they're screaming, or like they've been left.
Sounds like they're already having a hard time in their chosen journey on their path.
But I can change it.
Yeah. Tell me how you do that. How do you change it?
I give them my thoughts and the love that goes with those thoughts. They'll be fine. But it's just hard.
Yeah. It's hard to see your creations suffering, having a hard time. Is there anything else that seems important or worth mentioning before we move on?
everyone has this. I just see the earth split. But we're all together.
Right. How can we give this energy to others? Is it complicated? Is it easy?
Easier than you know. It's just the thought. With the thought comes the energy behind it.
Sounds pretty effortless. It sounds like you just set the intention to share that energy and it's shared.
Yeah. Even with those we may not like. They need the light the most.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else that feels important before we move on?
Just the sun is very good for our souls. The sun can heal. It's kind of like the same energy we hold. Or a lot may not know. Don't be afraid of the sun.
Yeah. It's a lot of energy, literal energy. The sun is. It's okay for us to absorb that and to enjoy it and to benefit from it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't we drift away from that scene now? Drifting away and leaving all of those other beings and kids and babies there. They're on their own paths and they'll find their peace. We're going to leave them there and drift and float away on your cloud. Your higher self is going to direct you to another important day. An important day where there's some information and experience for you to see and to understand. So you're drifting closer and closer now to this important day. So you're going to get off of the cloud and step into this new space, this next important day, and tell me where it is that you're at on this important day.
A star.
Tell me more about this star.
The star that goes into other stars. Fekimo.
What else is there on this star? If you take a look around, what else is there to observe?
Doors or portals. Endless. For Fema. Beings. Star children.
What is it that you are doing there today? Why is it that your higher self brought you there?
Picking up the negative energy that the star has absorbed and transferring it throughout myself and bringing it back down into Mother Earth to transmute it. And when it's transmuted, it goes into makes new stars.
It's just a cycle over and over again.
Every being in this universe has its own star. You, part of my journey is to make sure everyone gets their star.
Do you help people connect to the energy of their star?
Yes, tillbaka bringing exposing their light.
You said that part of your job is to move the negative energy that the star has absorbed. How does the star absorb negative energy, and where does it absorb it from?
Absorbs it from the outside. A star, just like our skin, is highly sensitive. And just like our skin, when we're dry, put lotion. And so the star absorbs this, the negative, and it expels it by bursting. But then it forms a new star. And that's left in the universe.
How can people connect to their own stars?
When they look up, the first thought they have about a star, or the first star they see, they put that thought to that star. And eventually they will start seeing that star more in their mind, in books. It's just a feeling. You'll just know that there are more than we've ever imagined. But each one of us, when we sleep, are that star, amongst other things.
I suppose that that's, oh, go ahead.
No. It's like star has tiny, kind of like an octopus has all the little tiny suction cups. The star has its own receptors, but it's easy for the star to explode or disappear with that negative energy, but it does return like it's new. There's a soul system inside of a star. that there's numbers, and each one of those numbers connects the stars together.
Is there anything that your star wants you to know today?
Hold the light. Keep giving the light. And even now when things seem so dark, to remember to transmute the negative energy back to Mother Earth so that a new star is shown. That there are dark stars, not many. Most can't be found. Just hold the light. Hold the light.
Is there anything for us to do about the dark stars?
You just, you probably won't see them. I know they're there, but I've yet to see them. You just know they're there, but they are in their own system, and they will not be in this lifetime or millions of years.
That makes sense.
But they're there. They're there.
Okay. Well, why don't we leave that space now? I'm going to leave that star. We're going to leave that experience behind, and we're going to move on to one more important day, moving on that cloud again with the energy of your higher self, going to whatever important day, whatever important experience your higher self wants you to have. Just drifting and floating through all of space and time, moving closer and closer to that important day. You see it starting to come into focus now. Your cloud drifts down to the surface of this important day. You get off of the cloud, you take a look around, and I want you to tell me where it is that you are. Your light language is coming through. Have you ever done light language before? Yeah. What's the meaning behind? Can Sierra's higher self translate for us?
The earth always, always, always take care of the trees, our earth. Don't be afraid. Okay. Love, love, love.
Is Sierra's higher self available to answer some questions?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm really interested to know about this light language. Where did that communication come from?
Tracky Forche. Planet Tracker Forche.
What was the name of the planet again?
Tracker Forche.
I've never heard of that one. Where's that planet at?
2 galaxies above Orion.
Was there a certain guide or an aspect of Sierra that was sending that through? Did it come from like a being or like a person as a human would conceptualize, or was it just a message from the universe?
It is she. She is that planet.
She's really connected to that the energy, the consciousness of that planet, it sounds like.
Yes.
And was the essence of that transmission for us to appreciate and enjoy and have gratitude towards our own planet?
100%. Nobody, everyone sees what they want to see, but they need to see beyond what they are seeing.
In what ways should we see beyond what it is that we normally see or what we want to see?
There is always more healing to be done, and more love to give, and more life to give back to this earth. But when you're only seeing what you think you see, just remember that you are a part of the healing. And nothing is what it seems. And there's people on earth that aren't good for earth. That's why she's created this other planet. The stars go to this planet as well. And when they arrive, they become a being. But it's all energy. There's no face. Just like us, we have a face. But what we feel inside, we may not always show. Believing that you can do more, and Sierra needs to do more.
In what way does she need to do more?
There's procrastination. Number one procrastinator.
What's the main thing that she's procrastinating about?
Besides her messy office, procrastinating about moving
Moving
forward.
forward in what way?
Relationship, trusting in herself and gifts. She can heal, and she knows it.
What would be a good step for her to take as far as her healing journey, as far as her spirituality, helping others?
Trusting in herself. Trusting in herself and the love and attention she gives to others. She needs to do for herself. Believe, believing.
Why did she have a hard time trusting herself?
Because she's afraid
Afraid of what?
that people won't accept what she could do. But she's getting better. The procrastination is can be her demise. Just do it. The way she is on other planets. If she could just see that and feel that. Letting go, controlling things. Because everything can't be controlled. And that has to do with believing in herself and leaving it in the universe's hands and trusting.
Sounds like developing trust is a really important part of her own healing and journey right now.
Yes. You just let things be and things will work out. She knows they will. But then that human side with having teens, just gotta let them be. Can't take care of everyone all the time. She needs to take care of herself.
Can't take care of everyone else if you're not taking care of yourself first. It's so cheesy, but it's so true.
She's cheesy.
She'd wanted to know about any conflicts in her journey right now. Sounds like we hit on a few of them with the trust and the not procrastinating anymore. Are there any other conflicts in her journey that she can address?
A little more patience. It's hard with teenagers, but a little more patience. And just taking a small step back. And with that step, it should be a step that she gives to herself for her journey.
Maybe connecting to her own inner teenager might be helpful.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like for Sierra to know today?
It gets better. But the hard parts are the better parts. And she doesn't know that yet. The struggle, the sadness are actually good.
Gotta have the contrast, I suppose, of the dark or the hard stuff in order to be able to appreciate the light and the good stuff.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that would be important for her to keep in mind moving forward?
Yeah, she needs to look at sacred geometry more. It heals for her and transports her to other dimensions. And to trust in the things that she does know. Because the flashes or the movie scenes in her mind are actually real. Or the conversations that she thinks she's talking to herself and laughs them off are actual conversations with other beings or guides and higher self. They're not just thoughts, they're actual things that are going to happen or happening in other dimensions.
Sounds like that trust development is coming in again. Trusting that what comes through is not just her making stuff up or human thoughts, it's divine.
Yes, up above, so above, so below.
How can she find sacred geometry to help activate her?
She can see it in her mind when she has left her body. She sees the geometry. She just doesn't trust what she sees or isn't understanding it. So spending more time looking at sacred geometry.
Maybe she can just set an intention to allow that energy to come through when she goes into meditation or when she goes to bed at night or takes a nap or whatever.
Yes. She thinks she won't be able to understand it, but she already does. She hates math, so numbers aren't her thing. And I think that's why it's part of her. It's a challenge. It's like when she ruled another country. Believing.
Nothing is ever a coincidence. Why did I feel so called to offer her a reading like right now, today? Why is the timing of this happening now instead of 3 weeks ago or 2 months from now?
because you knew that a lot is going on and she's struggling with letting toxic family, friends, whoever, toxic thoughts, you know, she needed to connect and remind herself that you doing this for her is belief. You believe in her. She's believed in you. And the connection, this will give her a push to get back into it and trust what goes on in her mind and what she sees. You are giving her that push to complete things and not procrastinate.
I'm sure I'm just returning the favor from other lifetimes that we've had. Isn't that right?
Yes, you're in my satchel, my bag. Connection,
Yeah.
definitely.
What was up with the lizard in her bag?
The shedding. You have to shed your skin, lose a tail.
Release.
But you've got to shed. A lizard can lose a tail and it keeps going. I don't have a tail, but she likes lizards. Very, very connected with the earth, the animals, the insects. And having one in her bag was comfortable. It's a reminder to keep going.
One of the people in the live wants to know how many star seeds are incarnated right now.
There's too many. So many. More than we've ever had. And there's and it's kind of like our skin cells. Millions upon millions, I believe, skin cells are. Star seeds become other star seeds. The more we need more than ever now. Because they're going to flip the switch. Part of flipping the switch.
That makes sense.
They're like the star seeds are energy. It's too many to, I don't know how to communicate that.
Is there anything that star seeds need to know right now?
Withholding the light. Believe that that light stands true to who you are. But remember, that light collects sometimes things that you don't want to collect. Don't stop. Your light is stronger. Your light is stronger. Your light is stronger than you know.
How can we?
If you put your hand out, that light is right there. You don't even have to try and connect your other hand with it to form a ball. Just put your hand out. And if you think hard enough, your hand will get warm. Your star seed energy is right there, like in your heart. So much power, so much love, more than we've ever had on this earth.
How can we keep our energy and our vibration up while we're here?
Love in the moments of dislike, moments of frustration, negative energies will come, but your love is more powerful. That moment of thinking a negative can easily transmute to love by just the thought. Star seeds are different. And they are needed. So believe in yourself. Hold true to your light, the light that you have. But don't let that darkness in. Hard, I know. But just the thought can change it. I know.
Thank you. Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like for Sierra to know?
Try to stay focused on what's in front of you. For her to let go of control of situation, hold her own light, the same light she gives to others, give to herself. And each day to look up at the sun and imagine that sun sending love and light to everyone in this universe. And that some of that is for her as well. stay in touch with nature, because that's what recharges her. She's a sister to Gaia. Not to be so hard on herself.
Okay, thank you for that. I'm going to ask the higher self to step back now to where it belongs, sending you off with so much love and so many thanks for all the help and information that you brought forward for Sierra today. I know that she's really going to appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. And I know that the viewers who are here listening and witnessing also appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to have you come back to your body now, Sierra, gentle and slow. Keep your eyes closed for now if you'd like. Feeling your energy return now to the present day and time. Starting to feel your energy returning into your physical body. You're becoming more aware of your surroundings, anchoring into your body, starting to move your arms, hands, your fingers. You can wiggle your toes, stretching and moving. Feeling some of that divine energy still moving through you. Feeling comfortable, safe, and relaxed. Sending gratitude to everyone who participated today. Slowly coming back to your 3D awareness. Moving and stretching, and whenever you're ready, opening your eyes. Welcome back, friend.
Hey.
How are you doing?
You got me crying, it looks like.
Do you remember any of it or much of it?
I remember a bag. And I remember kind of like I was shooting in different places, like not flying, but
It was awesome. Yeah. You had a lot of great stuff come through. I'll send you the recording whenever it uploads or whatever. Yeah.
Will you?
It was great. You were on a star, and there was children present again. Lots of child energy and planet.
Of course.
Have you ever channeled light language before?
Mm-mm.
Did you?
I know
Did you do it last time too? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and I think there was a lot.
Okay. Yeah, you had some
through again, and I never really. Yeah, I don't know how you would go about.
I think it just comes through. I think you just set an intention. You just kind of allow it, and it just comes out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't quack like a chicken, did I? No, I'm just kidding.
None of that.
I have to tell you, though, that was soothing.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it was very soothing.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah, babies are usually a very grounding presence, very comforting and soothing. So I'm glad that that's how that played out for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you'll like.
I know, that's okay.
Like a little